Jackie Gleason, that's another guy. Wouldn't you have loved to have met Jackie Gleason?
My God, yes.
Wouldn't that have been
What a
something?
classic. And I heard that he had a photographic memory. Did you hear about this?
No.
Like he didn't rehearse these shows at all.
Wow.
He would they'd read them once and then he'd come in and shoot it.
Wouldn't you love to be able to do that? Isn't that because
Amazing.
there's a lot of hard work to make.
I
work
work
easy.
hard
Well,
to learn my lines.
and you make and you know what? And you make it look easy. And I'm not just blowing smoke,
good.
but there's a lot of hard. You know, you watch Tiger Woods play, and he makes it look easy, but I'm sure there's an awful lot of hard work.
But I heard Gleason just looked at it, did it once, and the other actors were like, "I gotta rehearse."
Wow.
How does he? And then he comes in and just rips through it and nails it every time. We are gonna watch the first Columbo.
Let's watch some Columbo. Yeah.
Is this gonna be
It's
the
not
first one?
this one.
Oh.
The one we're going to start with is not the first.
Oh,
Columbo,
okay.
But let's watch some Columbo.
Let's watch some Columbo.
Because Columbo is a darn fine show.
My God, what a great show!
This is an episode directed by a very famous Hollywood director. Can you guess who it is?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Spielberg. No,
That's a good guess. But
Uh,
wrong. I'm playing a little
Coppola?
trick on you here.
Coppola.
There-
Friedkin.
There is a great episode, a very famous episode, and in fact the first episode to air of Columbo in season 1, directed indeed by Steven Spielberg. But this episode is an episode.
Wes Anderson.
I don't know if Wes Anderson was born yet, but this is an episode directed by the great Jonathan Demme.
Wow.
From 1978.
Yes.
Of course, the gentleman who directed Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
And this is a fun one. This is the bad guy in this one, played by the great French actor Louis Jourdan. This one is called Murder Under Glass, and he murders. Spoiler alert! But it happens in the beginning, so it's not that much of a spoiler. He murders a restaurateur played by Michael Vigazzo.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
But I do.
Yes, you do. Frankie Pantangeli from
wow.
Godfather Part 2.
Yes,
Frankie Five
yes.
Angels.
Yeah.
And he's so good. He's got that great voice. And this was 78, so this was like maybe 4 years after Godfather Part 2. But, of course, he has that great scene where Duvall comes to him in the federal pen, and and he basically convinces him to go back to his prison cell or prison. He's at the army barracks, and he convinces him to go back and open his vein in the bathtub so that his family will be okay. Wonderful scene. So Michael Vigazzo gets killed by pufferfish poison pretty quickly into this episode. But this
challenging way to kill someone.
It is. Well, there was always a great way. There was always a great murder in Columbo, and then Columbo, of course, being the genius that he is, self-effacingly figures it out. Peter Falk, such a great actor. I remember seeing him. Did you ever meet him? Did you ever meet Peter Falk?
I only said hi to him once.
Oh, did
at
you?
the Emmys. Yeah, after
That's
the
cool.
Emmys, there's a party, the Governor's Ball.
Right.
When I was on Saturday Night Live, we won once. And, hanging out at that great party, it's really one of the great experiences if you're in Hollywood, is to be able to go to the Emmys and to go to the Governor's Ball afterwards. Because it's a huge room filled with the writers and actors of every TV show.
Yeah.
And he was there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if he was like a guest star or something.
Right.
But, I said hi to him because you can't walk by Peter Falk. It's one of those things about, you feel bad for celebrities like that, but you cannot not say, I loved your work. Thank you.
You make me feel even worse now because I saw him. I laid eyes on him at the Old Gardens on Glendon, one of my favorite restaurants in Westwood. And he was eating dinner with, it looked to be his wife, and I wanted so badly. I never do that, but I wanted so badly to go over there and say hi.
It was very considerate of you.
Well, but now he's gone, and now I feel like...
Well, we were in a place where people were mingling, so it was maybe a little more.
You
don't want to bother people.
You're making me feel better. No, you don't want to bother them when they're eating. That's true.
Yeah.
Word to the wise for folks watching. You don't want to bother folks when they're eating or when they're standing in a urinal.
Yeah.
My dad did that one time with a famous Metropolitan Opera conductor as they were next to each other at the Met in the men's room.
Pulled up and said, "Great minds."
Great. My dad asked for the guy's autograph.
Wow.
So he's a character. Anyway.
We're talking about old-timey TV. Great stuff. So, Twilight Zone.
We're going to watch another one now. This one is called The Grave. And this episode, again, not one of your better-known ones, but for my money, the episode with the hands-down best cast of any episode of Twilight Zone ever, led by Lee Marvin, who... Wow. Lee Marvin was the coolest. Lee Marvin is the star of this episode. Strother Martin is in this episode. Strother Martin, who says, "What we have here is failure to communicate," from Cool Hand Luke.
Yes.
Lee Van Cleef from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. James Best.
I wonder how he felt when he saw that he was the ugly. On Good, Wait, no.
He wasn't
Eli
the
Wallach.
ugly. Eli Wallach, the namesake of Tuco from Breaking Bad.
Jeez, Eli Wallach. I wonder if his agent called Sergio Leone and goes,
Wait a minute.
What? You never said he was going to be the ugly.
Right.
We assumed he was the bad.
Yeah, right.
You got Lee Van Cleef and
why does
Eli Wallach is the ugly?
The ugly.
Come on.
And third billing. What the hell? It may at least called the ugly.
Change
the
the
bad.
titles.
Yeah.
The good, the ugly, and now the bad. Come on. Am I crazy?
Yeah. He just didn't have a good agent, apparently, is what it was. So Rod Serling.
Now he wrote these, right? I mean,
he did not write all of them, but he wrote the majority of them, or the plurality of them. He wrote far more episodes of Twilight Zone than anybody else.
Amazing mind.
And amazing writer. And he didn't write with a typewriter or a pen or a pencil. He wrote with a dictaphone. He dictated everything, and then he had his secretary type them into scripts. And I'd love to hear some of these old dictaphone.
Wow, if they only had them. I wonder if they do.
I wonder if they do.
I wonder if he slips up like, all right, beginning. It's a man caught in time. He does, wait, no, not time. It's a woman caught in a box. Nope, stop. Backtrack. It's time is trapped in a loop. It's square. Sorry.
I don't know. By the way, all joking aside, I don't know how you dictate. Matt Weiner, who created Mad Men, writes by dictating. I don't know how you do that because I have to see it on the page. And I would be backing up all the time. I'd be doing that. Man trapped in time. Wait, no, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be
the only quality I think that's good about it is, and I was actually talking to Matt Weiner, who created Mad Men, about his writing style and how it works for him.
Yeah.
And what I gathered from him talking about it was, as you write, as you type, you go, wait, no, is that right? And you're stopping yourself.
Yeah.
You're looking at it, and you're moving slowly, so you can start to rewrite.
Yeah.
And one of the big challenges is getting through that first draft. And I think the way Matt was talking to me is, it just helps me get through that first draft. I can't stop. I have to talk. I just keep talking. I talk through all these scenes, and now we have a first draft, and we can start to butcher it and fix it. That's how it came across to me. That's all it was helping him do. Was just blazing through. But anyhow,
because I'm too neurotic. I'm too neurotic to do it that way. But that's a really smart way to do it because then you get through it, and then you can fiddle with it.